when you find something that's really great, how are you able to share that with other people in a non-threatening way? I mean, I think that the same principles apply. But automatically, when people hear God and religion, their back goes up. I think all you can do is share how this affects your life, how your faith makes you a better person, a happier person, more content person. And it's not so much just in what you say. What's most powerful is they'll see it. And any people who have been attracted to the faith, I mean, there have been intellectuals who have been attracted by what they've read, and that's good. But there's also been people who've been attracted by other people. You know, they say, well, you know, you seem to be really content. Well, you know, why? Some tragedy, I mean, you don't seem to be devastated. Why? Those are opportunities of evangelization. People, it's that openness. How do you know when people are open? I think when they ask you those kind of questions. And so, again, it's something very personal, but yet, you know, some people may be threatened by it. I mean, there are just some people that you just mentioned religion, and the message they're just threatened. So I think it's more it's not so much by what you say, although it's by your actions. They will not be threatened. They see in you a genuine, kind, loving person, not some aggressive person. Yes?
My question kind of ties into that one, but it's just about tackling an issue I thought was really crucial what you said. It was just that there's nothing we can do to make God stop loving us, that He's always forgiving us. But for a lot of people, that's really difficult to accept because they don't want to view themselves as being lovable or very pessimistic or very negative. And I see so many people for whom that's such a huge barrier, that idea. And I think like living out as an example of a person of faith and just showing God's love to other people is great, but like how can would you say there's anything we can approach to those people? What can we say to them to help them understand? It's kind of like a self-esteem issue, I guess, that we are people of worth. And just to tackle that specific issue of people who just don't want to be loved.
Yeah, that's, you know, the grace of God has to work there to kind of soften that heart. See, sadly, we're hearing so much today, and we're beginning to buy into this. Again, when you take away the Christian ethos, what do you have? You have people who talk about revenge. I mean, that's what we're hearing so often, people screaming that somehow satisfaction only comes with revenge. When you get even, when you get back with them. That's what brings closure. When you can get revenge, you get back, make them pay. Then I'll be satisfied. And we're hearing it more and more and more. So that forgiveness is now seen as a sign of weakness. That somehow forgiveness undermines justice. That justice is only found in revenge. That justice and forgiveness are mutually exclusive. And that's not true. That's not true. You still seek justice, but forgiveness is a part of the process of becoming more like Christ. It's not an option. I mean, and yet, it is probably the most difficult thing we have to do, forgiveness. You know, I cross my legs and kick the next person. He said, "Oh, I'm sorry." "Oh, that's okay."